Blu-ray stacking up, yeah, the collection grows. Singing like nobody's watching, let the good times flow. Movies on repeat, yeah, he living that life. Great guy, big heart, yeah, he doing it right. Screen light glowing while the speakers bang. Sammy G vibing to the scenes and the frames. Love for the art, yeah, the passion stay true. From the first press play to the end credits roll.
Hello all, welcome back to another video. Welcome to Sammy G's World of Cinema. Today on the channel, guys, is going to be a thread response video to a wonderful thread that was started by my awesome buddy Hillish at Hills on the Hunt. Fantastic guy in the film community with an awesome channel, massive horror fan, a lot of great horror knowledge, and just, yeah, a lot of fantastic sort of discoveries I find through Hill's channel and many other channels as well. But Hill's, I kind of discovered a lot of horror and low budget horror movies that, yeah, that's definitely something I'm very much up for checking more out of those films, checking more of those films, I should say, sorry, jumbled up in my words there, in the future there. I would love to check out more of those kind of horror movies. But yeah, Hillish very kindly tagged me to do a kind of response video on 5 movies from 5 countries, and I absolutely was 110% up for this, guys, because I just love a lot of world cinema. A lot of foreign language films are some of my favourite films ever, so I was more than honoured to take on this challenge. So yeah, Hills, thank you so much, buddy. And there's actually, yeah, some of those titles you talked about on your video that I'm very much got my eye out on, especially I think the film A Separation, which I'm really shocked I haven't checked that film out yet because I've heard that is amazing. But yeah, so I'm going to talk about 5 films from 5 different countries, and I'm going to tag 2 or 3 people at the end of the video, and absolutely optional, of course. But yeah, gonna get straight into it now with the first film, Norwegian film, and this director just recently brought out the wonderful film Sentimental Value, which, yeah, one of the best films of last year. I do love that movie, guys, but I've gotta be honest. In my opinion, just my opinion, of course, I do probably prefer this director's previous film, which I think is a modern masterpiece, in my opinion, and that is The Worst Person in the World. Wow, guys, this film is astonishingly good. It is just a beautiful, character-driven film set around 4 seasons. I love movies that are kind of set around 4 seasons. We focus on Julie, the main character, the actress who is beautiful. I forgot her name. I'll put the name on the screen there, but she was also in Sentimental Value, but she does a fantastic job in this film. We focus on at the start where I think she does kind of medical work, and yeah, I think she's kind of, you see it kind of doing medical work at the start of the film. Yeah, I think she's just graduated from axel. Then you see her go on a summer holiday with a boyfriend. I think her boyfriend is called, Axel, I think. Again, this guy has been in a couple of other films on the movie label. And yeah, you see them at the start. I think they do meet at this family get-together party or before that. But they basically go on a summer holiday, and the guy, her boyfriend in the film, is thinking about starting a family, but Julie isn't quite ready for that yet. Meanwhile, Julie meets this guy, I think at a house party that he works at a bookstore, and she kind of feels she's more drawn to him. And yeah, one really funny scene where, bless her, oh bless her, she's such a sweetheart in this film. She's a beautiful lass. I think there's one quite comical scene actually where she basically farts in front of him, and she thinks that she's like basically just blown her chance there, but she is just laughing away. I find that quite comical, but I think they're just chatting along where they're just strolling around like this road, and then basically Axel, who she's currently in a relationship with, is also a comic book artist. There's one scene I absolutely love and adore in this film where it's just like this time stop scene where it's like a time freeze, and it's just her, and then she's just running across like the street, and oh my god, guys, just that scene is the best scene in this film, I've got to say, in my opinion. But everything about this film is just, it's so soulful, and I think there's just a couple of like just really important messages behind this. It's just fantastically acted. You see a couple of characters there for a while, and then a couple of characters, they come out of the movie for a little while, and it's just a phenomenal movie, guys. I think I gave this a 5 out of 5 on Letterboxd, and yeah, this director, I want to see more of this director's work, because both the films I've seen from this director I've been truly damn impressed by. The absolute marvellous The Worst Person in the World, that's set around 4 seasons and following Julie's story there. And yeah, just I remember getting the score being really good. And yeah, just a fantastic journey following this main character there. Then I've gone for Australia as another country, and I don't believe I've ever talked about this film on the channel, but I think this film is, again, absolutely fantastic, and I do need to get this on Blu-ray, pardon me, at some point. And a film that, again, went up for like Oscars at the time back in 1996, Geoffrey Rush, I think, was just putting his name out there at the time. And then you've got a young Noah Taylor in there as well. I think the film's directed by Scott Hicks, and that is the absolute marvellous Shine there. Yeah, this is again a fantastic biopic about David Getoff, I think it is, who you follow kind of when he's much older. I think he's like kind of struggling like with kind of you know, like some issues here and there, and you see him at the start, like he just seems he kind of seems a bit heartbroken, and you really feel sorry for him. And yeah, again, like the scene at the start where I think he's by this diner, and someone notices that he's just really struggling at the start, and then you basically follow again like him as a child into when he's growing up in like Australia, and you learn about like kind of his relationship with him and his father. His father that's got these ambitions, and he kind of wants the best for his son, and he really wants to kind of push him into kind of doing the best that he can and going on into succeed in life as this pianist and working as this pianist. But yeah, just a really great film, guys. Pretty damn upsetting at times. One scene where you see this like a bit of again, one scene between a young David and his father, and like his father is really just unhappy at him for something that was not his fault. And yeah, it's just a fantastic drama, this one, guys. Geoffrey Rush, again, I think he did win the Oscar for his performance in this, and this is just an absolutely fantastic film. If you love something like Mr. Holland's Opus with Richard Dreyfuss, I would highly recommend this. And I've seen this only the once, admittedly, about getting on 10 years ago, but I just remember being blown away by it. And for someone that's big into music as well, and music-related films, yeah, this is just a great watch. So that is The Wonderful Shine with Geoffrey Rush there. The next one went for kind of, I think this would be the most well-known film on this list here, but I really wanted to include it part of this list, and I absolutely think this film is going to get better and better for me on each viewing, because the first time I watched this film, I was a little bit underwhelmed by it. I think this film just caught me on the wrong day, and then I sat on it a little while, and about 4 years later, I saw Tyneside Cinema was screening it again. I was like, do you know what? Sometimes a cinematic experience can enhance your enjoyment of a movie. And sometimes that is, and I feel with just a well-beloved movie like this, that was turned out as well to be absolutely the case. This film made a massive step up in my estimate on second viewing, and the third viewing I watched like on Bank Holiday Monday last year, and oh my god, guys, I kind of really grew to love this movie. And Tyneside Cinema are going to be screening it again for the film's 25th anniversary, and you know what? I am thinking about it, you know, because again, I think if I'm going to watch this film again this year, it's got to be seen on the big screen on another wonderful occasion like that a couple of years back. And the country, of course, is France, and the film Amelie. Oh, yeah, I think this film is just absolutely gorgeous. I think it is delightful. And Audrey Tautou, woof, yeah, she is just beautiful in this movie. She's stunning. Fantastic actress. She puts on a spellbinding leading performance here as Amelie, who you learn about the backstory with like her parents, like her mother sadly died, I think, when she was 6 years old. When Amelie was 6 years old, and you see her father is becoming more distant and distant as time goes on. And when Amelie is 18 years old, she moves out of the family home, moves to this new apartment in, like, I think it is Paris as well. And she, is working as a waitress, and all around her, she's noticing like little things and peppered here and there that she kind of, it's only her that can really see that real difference with each like aspects around. And I just absolutely love this film. Like, the scene that I love is there's this other waitress in the film, and this guy who's a little bit of a sleazeball. He's not a very well-liked character in this, but you are rooting for this waitress and this guy to get together, and it's somehow Amelie that wants to make this magical relationship come to light here. And yeah, I just again love the way the film is narrated. Like, the score is just so damn good as well. The score is majestically good. Again, I just think the way the film is shot beautifully. It's like you're watching, again, just art unfold here in your very eyes. The neighbour in this film, who's like an artist, there's one scene where Amelie is like kind of going in this underground, and she notices like, I think there's like is it like a record plane, or there's this like customer, there's this passenger there, and there's this phone booth, and then it's all just green filtered in the brick layout in the tunnel, and the colours are just pop in this film. It's kind of like the best film in one way, come to think of it. Wes Anderson never directed. This is so Wes Anderson vibes here, folks. And me being such a big Wes Anderson fan, this film just, again, really, really, like, hit a good chord with me on subsequent viewings. And just a magical, beautiful movie. French film, and yeah, the score as well. It's like every time I hear that score, guys, I want to go and visit Paris. I want to go to Europe. I just want to see the world because of that music playing in the background. It's just so beautiful and captivating. And also Amelie has a new discovery to her attention that about like a previous owner and like his previous belongings, and she's trying to track down the previous owner, so she can basically return those belongings, and then it kind of sets for a really like wonderful side story with a slice of romance to come into the picture there. Just fantastic film, so I had to go with Amelie there. From Belgium, again, I think this film is absolutely fantastic as well. And like The Worst Person in the World, probably one of Mubi's best films. I've seen this film twice now, and just, yeah, both fantastic on both viewings I've watched this, and that is the film Close. Wonderful friendship drama, this one, guys. It is absolutely fantastic. The young actors in here do such a good job playing both of these two best friends. I think it's Leo and Remy who are the two best friends in there. And you're just following about like their friendship, and they're just the best of friends, and they would go to each other's houses. They would just be cycling along again across these fields together. Spend a lot of time again at school, because I think they're both like same age. They're both at school. You find there's a lot of people like it obviously in this film that are just a little bit jealous of their friendship. They're kind of just assuming elsewhere about both of them as friends, and they're just making assumptions there. And then you see Leo and Remy are just not. There's one point in the film where they're probably not spending time together as you saw at the start of the film. Midway through the film, there is a real turning point, and it is a completely different film after midway through. And yeah, it's just, and then the film again, it flips it on its head. And when you see this news that comes afoot, it is a bit, again, it's a bit of a 180, and that is a different second half of the film to what you saw in the first half. And there's a lot of emotional beats here. It is just, again, a beautiful movie, guys. Again, the actors are fantastic in this. The lady who plays, I think, is it Leo or Remy's, I think, mother or auntie in this film? She is such a lovely person in this film. Like, she's such a lovely, caring soul in this film. And yeah, the family dynamic in this film is just really good to watch. I love the brotherhood side of it between, I think it is Leo and his brother. And again, they'll be spending time along these like fields and their family are harvesting, and it's just, yeah, a beautiful movie. I love the times where the family are just sitting down, chatting life, they're having a meal. And this is just a beautiful movie, guys. Again, a very completely different film to the first half of the film within the second half, but it kind of just reminds me a little bit like Place Beyond the Pines, where the second half of the film is a complete 180 to the first half of the film. And yeah, just wonderful stuff from Mubi there. So that is from Belgium and would definitely get my highest of recommendations there. That is the Fantastic Close. And the fifth and final film here to talk about in this video, and yeah, Hills, I've had such a great time doing this video, by the way, buddy. So once again, thank you so much for requesting me to do this. And the fifth and final film to talk about in this video is a film like Shine. I've only seen the once, but remember, absolutely loving this film. Pretty heartbreaking and a tug at heartstrings, but just a beautiful, phenomenal film. I've got to say as well, guys, I think this director, in my opinion, is pretty underrated. Like, I know the two films, Birdman and The Revenant, which I absolutely love, by the way, but both of them films, like, are kind of his most successful films, and that same director I just don't think gets as much credit as he deserves, because he's made a couple of really other good films there. One I think called Amoros Peros, I think it is, about, I think it's an anthology film about dogs, and that other film that came out about 3-4 years ago, which I really enjoyed. And he's got a new film coming out called Digger with Tom Cruise. So real looking forward to that. And this is the film. Again, I think that kind of put this director on the map. If not, it probably would have been Birdman. But this film with Harvey Bardem, and I just think this is a fantastic film, guys. Just a beautiful but yet heartbreaking movie at the same time that I think was going up for Oscars as well. And that is beautiful with Harvey Bardem from 2010. Yeah, just a phenomenal movie, guys. Just bloody fantastic, but really just moving deep and very, it's got just a real sense of sadness with this film, but just the acting is fantastic. Harvey Bardem's performance is fantastic. This was just, I think, 2 or 3 years after No Country for Old Men, set in Barcelona, where you're following Uxban, played by Harvey Bardem, and he's basically working with kind of like these connections that are kind of involved in this sort of like illegal business, like hidden from the law. They're kind of just like sort of specializing in like drugs, but like these goods are getting shipped from, I think it's like in this film, it's like they're getting these goods from like Africa, that is dispatched from Africa to like Barcelona in this film. And yeah, just again, you focus on that, but then you focus on Uxban. He finds out the saddening news that he's been diagnosed with cancer. And again, you feel really sorry for him. He has just divorced with his wife, and again, his life just seems to be crumbling. In the past, he's made some like wrongdoing, some questionable decisions. He wants to really kind of make a change. Then he's awaiting the right time to tell his 2 young boys, his 2 sons, of this saddening news. But then he's kind of wanting to see more of like again, his ex-wife, and I think he's wanting to sit down and talk with one relative about like his 2 sons, and he wants to kind of prepare some plans before. Saw this one about 5-6 years ago. I remember me and an ex-work colleague, we were talking about this one, and I've mentioned this film, and yeah, one of my ex-work colleagues said, oh god, yes, Sam, go and give that one a watch, it is marvellous. And I have to thank like my ex-work colleague there, because yeah, I just loved this. Definitely one I am overdue a rewatch of, and yeah, like I say, I think this director is just fantastic. And like Birdman, The Revenant, this is also another one of his home runs here. And again, I just find this film just so interesting, like following the streets of Barcelona as well. And it's an interesting watch. There is some quite bleak aspects going on here and there, but it really captures the mood of this film. If you're having a really, really happy-go-Larry day, guys, probably don't put this film on. If you're having a really shit day, guys, don't put this film on. It's one you've got to be in the right mood for. So I would say to you, definitely pick the right day and the right mood to watch this film. And it is, mind you, worth a watch for the acting, but just how fantastically directed this film is. So that is beautiful from 2010 there. So there you go, guys. That has been 5 movies from 5 countries. And now I'm going to tag 3 people. I'm going to tag 3 people. And absolutely optional, guys. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. I just thought I would tag a couple of people in case they were up for taking on this challenge. So the first person I'm going to tag is Lisa at Lisa Loves. I think Lisa would have some great recommendations there, as she's got a wonderful wide range of films that she's really into. So I'm going to go with Lisa. Then Tony at the Retro Movie Zone. I think Tony, again, Tony, absolutely optional, matey. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I know you've got a really great wide range of films you're into. So yeah, Tony, I think you would do a smashing job at this, but again, absolutely optional, matey. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. And do you know what? I'll also go with Ash, Popcorn and Horror. Again, Ash has actually given me some great foreign language film recommendations in the past as well. So I reckon, again, Ash would do a smashing job at this. And again, Ash, absolutely optional. I can't remember, Ash, if you've been tagged or not, matey. Apologies, but I just thought I'll tag you as well in case. Or if you want to do this, Ash, feel free to, but it's absolutely optional. So I've gone for Ash at Popcorn and Horror, Lisa Loves, and Tony at the Retro Movie Zone there. So yeah, thanks so much, Hills, and a wonderful idea for threads that you've kickstarted there. And guys, do go and show Hills some love. I'll put his YouTube channel in the description box down below. Wonderful guy in the film community, and just got a great knowledge in film, in horror, and yeah, he's absolutely smashing it out of the park with his content as ever there. So yeah, guys, do let me know in the comments down below what's your thoughts on any of these 5 movies I've talked about here, and I would love to know all that good stuff in the comments down below there. So thanks for watching, cheers for stopping by, and until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye, take care, guys, thank you so much.
Yeah, lights low, screen glow. Sammy G in the zone, let him know. Sammy G strolling in the shot like what's new. Steel cases shining, yeah, you know what to do. Another flick in his hand, yeah, it's coming back home. Shelf getting heavy, but the passion's full grown from classics to the wild new scenes. Directors cut life, yeah, he living them dreams. No dust on the vision, just loving the frame. Every movie got a memory, every memory got a name. He don't chase clout, he chased that art. Cinema running deep, straight part of the heart. Press play, let the world fade out. Singing every word like nobody's watching now.